It was an ordinary day when I moved into the old, rundown house. I needed a place to stay while I attended college, and the rent was cheap, so I thought it was a good deal. Little did I know, the house had a dark secret that would soon send chills down my spine. As I settled into my new room, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. The walls seemed to whisper secrets, and the shadows danced in a way that made my skin crawl. I tried to shake off the feeling, telling myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But as the days went by, the sense of unease only grew stronger. One night, as I lay in bed trying to fall asleep, I heard a faint scratching coming from the wall next to me. At first, I thought it was just a mouse or some other small creature. But as the scratching grew louder and more persistent, I began to feel a sense of dread wash over me. I mustered up the courage to investigate, grabbing a flashlight and shining it against the wall. To my horror, I saw a small hole that had been covered up by wallpaper. I cautiously approached the hole, my heart pounding in my chest. Peering inside, I saw a pair of eyes staring back at me. I recoiled in shock, stumbling backward and falling to the floor. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The eyes belonged to a woman, her face twisted in a sinister grin. She reached out a hand towards me, her long, bony fingers curling in a beckoning gesture. I scrambled to my feet and ran out of the room, the woman's laughter echoing in my ears. I tried to tell myself that it was just a trick of the light, that there couldn't possibly be a woman living in the walls. But deep down, I knew that something was terribly wrong with that house. I couldn't sleep that night, the image of the woman's eyes burned into my mind. I decided to do some research on the house, hoping to uncover the truth behind the mysterious woman in the walls. What I found chilled me to the bone. Years ago, a young woman had lived in the house, renting a room just like I was. She had been a recluse, rarely seen by the other tenants. One day, she disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a trail of strange occurrences in her wake. There were reports of strange noises coming from the walls, of whispers in the dead of night. Some claimed to have seen her ghost wandering the halls, her eyes filled with malice. And now, it seemed that she had set her sights on me. Determined to unravel the mystery, I delved deeper into the house's history. I discovered that the woman had been involved in dark rituals, invoking spirits from beyond the grave. It was said that she had made a pact with a malevolent entity, trading her soul for eternal life. Terrified but determined, I vowed to rid the house of the woman's presence once and for all. I sought out experts in the occult, seeking their help in banishing the spirit that haunted the walls. Together, we performed a ritual meant to exorcise the evil that had taken hold of the house. As the ritual reached its climax, a piercing scream echoed through the halls. The walls seemed to shake, and a cold wind swept through the room. And then, all at once, the presence of the woman in the walls was gone. I breathed a sigh of relief, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. The house felt lighter, as if a dark cloud had been lifted from its confines. I knew that I could finally rest easy, knowing that the woman in the walls was no more. But as I lay in bed that night, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. A faint scratching echoed through the walls, and I knew that the horror was far from over. The woman may have been banished, but the darkness that lingered in the house would never truly be gone. And so, I braced myself for the nightmares that were sure to come, knowing that the true terror lay hidden within the walls.